All right, so we are at our first stop. It actually was supposed to be our second stop, but we had to miss yesterday's stop because of weather. It was a tender stop, so they would have had to take us in on the small boats, and the swells were pretty darn big.
Yeah, which worked out good for us.
Yeah, I think we needed a day.
We needed a day. We got from Seattle to London, and we toured around London the next day, and then the next day we had difficulties getting to the cruise ship, so we kind of needed a day off, so it worked out.
Yeah, so it worked out okay. Brian took a nap.
I took a nap.
Actually, I took a nap. You took 2.
Solid nap. I did 2 naps that day, yes.
But anyway, so here we are. We're in the port of Cork. This is actually, the town here is Cobh, and we're excited to go check out this area because there's a lot of cute things. There's a few things that we for sure want to go see and do, but we're just going to kind of take you along as we go figure it out.
Yeah, we're going to go figure this out, and you know what? I think we might have time. The weather is starting to clear. As you can see, there's some blue sky up there, which we're excited about. No rain jackets today.
No.
Which is a bonus, so here we go.
So, like we said, we're getting off of the ship. One of the things we'll point out right away is this a walk-in port. So you don't have to take a shuttle, you don't have to do anything. You can just walk right into town. You can see it really close by from the ship. Love those kinds of places.
Yes, let's do it.
Yeah. So one interesting little tidbit about this area is this was actually the last stop for the Titanic before it headed out to sea. And so they have a thing called the Titanic experience here. We also will be in a port where they're going to have the full museum, and that's where it's built. But we felt like this, when they were explaining what this one was like, this one sounded a lot more interesting.
Yeah, and you might have noticed that Carrie's already taken her jacket off. We've been here like 5 minutes, no backpack, so we might be carrying some of our gear the rest of the way. I'm still a little bit chilly, but I'm acclimated, I think. Carrie here, she moves faster than I do, so she gets warm. So here we are. It's still getting nice and clear out. It could reach the 70s today. We'll see.
I know. We're feeling pretty lucky for the area of the world that we're in. So
let's go check out the Titanic experience, and I'm going to try and video as much as I can. We'll see what happens.
If we can, Okay, so it's kind of cool. What they give you is they give you a card with a person's name and age, and then they tell you like what class you were in, and what you're going to do is kind of follow what their experience was when they boarded here. They did tell us that I was in 3rd class. I was not a 1st class passenger. So, and then we find out our fate at the end. And what
I'm 3rd class also.
And you were 26 years old.
I
can't remember.
I'm Thomas. I'm 26 years old, and I'm 3rd class as well.
Yeah, I think I'm 45.
45?
Mine's a little bit more realistic of my age, so.
You're 45? Jeez.
So, so it is a guided tour, so we do have to wait for that. And it was 26 pounds, so, $35. Yeah, around there. I'm just really estimating that, so we're excited though. Okay, so I misspoke. I'm not 45. I'm 23 on this little thing. I'm feeling not great about my fate, but I feel like my fate might be a little bit better than Brian's because my understanding is a lot of the females got off onto the smaller boats. So
women and children first.
Yes, but 3rd class was maybe not as included in that. All I know from this is really honestly the movie, so we're going to find out.
I'm not very confident about my fate.
He's not feeling very
confident. I think I'm going to
drown.
Hopefully I freeze first.
Yeah, and we're not laughing because it's a laughing matter, but we're trying to make fun of it.
Yeah, this is not funny. We're just having a good time.
We're having a good time. Carrie.
Carrie, perfect. Up to the top of the room there.
So that was very interesting.
Yes.
Yeah. So first off, so they just take you through all the different parts of like when you were boarding the ship, what class you were, and then they showed you like what your accommodations would be like, what you were eating, what all of that.
Yeah.
So very interesting.
And then at the end, you got to find out whether you perished or not. And I perished. I died. I was a 26-year-old strapping young man that probably saved a lot of people while he was at it.
Well,
I put the children and women into the lifeboat, and I probably saved a few elderly men as well as I went down with the ship.
He's
Now
built his story. It
that's
didn't say
what
that
I
on the card. That
imagine
was just his own story.
me doing. So yeah, I went down with
Yeah,
the ship.
I was saved, and I just got in one of the lifeboats, and yeah.
Well, if it was in reality, if it was a real thing, I would prefer you getting saved, sweetheart. And I would go
He's
down
so
with the
sweet.
ship. I am
He's so
very
sweet.
nice.
Yeah, so I would say that is a must-do. Like we said, it is a guided tour. But now we are done with that, and we are now going, because we haven't even like gone around and looked at the town yet. So, and it looks really cute. It's a very brightly colored town, so we're going to show you all
I'm
that.
looking up at this big church right now.
Yes, we need to make our way
And that
up
looks
there,
pretty
I think.
cool.
Yeah.
And then right back in the background, I hear some music, and there's these gents
Yeah.
here playing some music. So yeah, let's go to the church.
Now, one of the things when you come in some of these ports that you kind of have to prepare yourself for is there's not always going to be a ton of things to do. Part of the experience is really just walking around and exploring and taking it all in, because you do only get one day in the port, and unlike our normal places when we're traveling where we get to stay someplace and really kind of explore and spend a whole month or whatever. So just take that time, you know, you don't have to like fill it with a ton of things to do.
And I am taking my jacket off because it's starting to get warm.
It's getting warm,
Should have
yeah.
brought my backpack.
Yeah. And we did see a barbershop because Mr. Longhair here
Yeah.
needs to get a haircut. So, and it says it's a Turkish barbershop. So
I love Turkish
he loves the
haircuts too.
Turkish haircut.
Yeah.
So, but all right, we have to make it up this hill.
Sometimes we walk and we don't know where we're going,
That's
but
part
they
of
got
the
little
fun.
signs. I'd also say, as far as being handicap accessible, I would say probably not. So this is one that if you can make your way, I would do it. If you can't, you can see it from the bottom.
Yeah, you can definitely see
And
it
it's
from
pretty
the
cool.
bottom.
Now, we've been to a lot of churches.
Yeah.
This one's pretty cool. I mean,
It's very cool on the outside. Yeah, it's, you know, we've got this backdrop of a blue sky, which, you know, is always beneficial. Makes it look prettier. But boy, you really want to come up here to just be able to see the view over the town. Very, very,
that's
very
pretty
pretty.
amazing. There's a ship. Pretty neat. We'll have to go up into the Skylarks when we're all done here.
Yeah,
Have a drink and look out over the town.
yeah. I think
Pretty neat.
the bright colors here of all the different houses are so pretty. There's another area we're going to go where they have some really bright colored houses too, so we'll go and find where those are.
Can we go into the church, or is this just like a...
I don't know. We're going to find
We're
out.
gonna find out. All right.
Oh, that's really pretty.
And they have walking tours. We'll have to figure out where those start from. But they're always informational, and they're usually free. We'll have to look into that. Carrie's lagging behind here.
I want to live in those white houses right there.
Where are you pointing at?
These ones right here. These look pretty nice. What the kind of view they have.
Oh, yeah. There's the House of Cards right there, I think, Carrie.
Oh, thank you. So we have seen people on scooters coming up. So I think if you took the road, you might be able to access this differently. So as far as you went up the steps, but then you also have the option of getting a taxi. We've seen taxis driving around. So you could always, if you're disabled at all, you might have that opportunity to do that as well.
The cathedral was beautiful, and we don't spend a lot of time in there filming because, you know, we're respectful that way.
Right, right. Really, you want to come up here because you want to be able to see the view over the city. Okay, so these houses here, they're called the deck of cards houses, I think just because like they're stacked, and if you were to knock one over, they would all kind of fall is the general idea. But really what's pretty about them is just all the bright colors of the houses.
And again, you can take a cab up here if you can't make
Yeah.
it.
It's a steep hill.
It's a steep
Yeah,
hill.
the way we came was a little easier, but we did the stairs. So yeah,
It's easier going down than going up. I know that much.
it's a lot easier.
I have figured that out.
Yeah.
No, it's
These
pretty
are
cool.
very cute.
It's also, again, it's all about the view. And in some of these towns where there's not a lot to do, we just kind of take it all in and remember that we're in Ireland right now.
Right.
And that's something that, you know, they say, you know, you're living your best days, like right now.
Yeah.
So don't forget that. These are the best days of our lives.
The best days, take it all in.
Take it all in.
And that's what we were kind of saying is, you know, I think sometimes you arrive at a port, because we really debated today, because from here you can also go into Cork.
Right.
It is about a 25-minute train ride in. It was going to run about $20 maybe, or maybe $16 round trip to do that. You know, but once again, you're kind of getting a little bit more of the same. Or you can just choose to stay in the town that you're in, relax, take it all in instead of rushing to always see everything.
Yeah, we have been rushing to see everything the last few days, so this is kind of nice. We will get a haircut today. I know that much. We will sit there on the ship and we'll look over everything and just take it easy.
Yeah.
Again, it's all about the view, and the sun is out. I might take off another layer.
Yeah. And you know, the other thing that we'll add is there's a lot of little, I mean, it's so tempting. There's a lot of the Irish little pubs and bars and everything. We have the drink package. And the cool thing on our ship is that we're really enjoying, because we've been on Princess before, so you kind of expect sometimes a little bit of the same. They really are steering towards, like, there's a lot of Irish stuff. You know, they have the Guinness. We have an Irish pub on there. And so you have a lot of food choices and everything already on the ship that, you know, we've kind of already paid for. So we just are kind of enjoying them from afar right now.
I might still get thirsty.
He may still
and
get
it
thirsty.
still may happen.
We'll see.
The Irish music on the ship is really cool.
It's very cool.
Probably won't have that in these pubs.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I don't know. This
We'll see.
this is our second time in Ireland, so you know, first time was Dublin. We'll find out.
I'll get thirsty, I'm sure of it. Cash only, 18 euro. Considering getting cash out of the ATM machine and getting my haircut.
Probably not a bad idea.
Probably not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Only I don't have a cash card.
Okay, so we got some cash. Brian's going in, grabbing a haircut. It's going to run you about 18 euro. So we had to take out some cash. It's unfortunate they don't take credit cards, but they're new.
Hola.
The before look.
Oh, the before? Look at the before. Kind of long on top, and then I look stupid.
It's getting shaggy.
I don't
He doesn't
like
like to have
looking
to do any work in the morning. I think
just
right.
get up and go. That's what I'm all about.
Okay, so while Brian went and he's getting his haircut, I decided I'd go and continue to take in the cute little colored houses. He can only take so much of that. So to me, you could just grab a beer and sit here and just stare at these. It's just a beautiful little town. It's a small town. You can do it in a couple hours for sure. It's surprising the variety of food that you can get here, not just your Irish food. There's a lot of, I don't know, there was like Chinese food, Hong Kong gardens, a lot of pizza, a little bit of variety of everything. So, but yeah, it seems like most people are choosing to be at the little Irish pubs right now. Very cute. Looks good.
Get my hair cut in about 25 different countries now, so. Okay, gracias. Thank you. You're good. Thank you. Yes.
I appreciate
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, bye.
All right. Okay, I can't put my hat on now.
See you again. Enjoy your holiday.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Yeah, I feel pretty good.
You like those Turkish haircuts?
Oh, he's from Istanbul.
Yeah.
And he's a very nice man. If you need your haircut,
Come here to
you
the
come here.
Harvard Turkish barber. It's a
Yeah.
brand new barbershop.
cost
Really
me 20,
nice guy.
20 euro. That's a
Yeah.
that's a steal.
Yeah.
I don't want to put my hat on now though.
It was actually 18 euro. You left 20.
That's a little bit of a tip, you know.
But I mean, 18 euro is
Yeah.
better than you pay at home, and
I smell good too.
He smells really good.
smell me?
Yeah.
Oh,
I can smell
yeah.
when he's putting all this stuff on.
I like it.
Yeah, he gets a little bit of a small
I
treatment
get
with
excited.
that.
I get excited when I get my haircut. So
They moisturize you and
makes me
yeah.
thirsty though. I get super thirsty after a
Yeah.
haircut.
He says that because we're passing a little pub right now. Okay, so as we've spent more time here, we've said to you that you could spend a couple hours. You absolutely can just spend a couple hours, but it is a place you could really spend the day. Right now, they have a band playing here in the park. It's absolutely a beautiful little park right here on the water. One of the things that I am going to make note of, and some of you may find it funny, I know as a traveler, I don't. They have bathrooms right here, right in the center of town that are free to use. The reason we point that out is just because if you do travel, you know a lot of these ports that you go into, you don't have cash, so you can't pay to use the bathroom, and you really are kind of struggling. We usually end up going and getting a beer. Brian's not really sad about that, but I feel like it defeats the purpose because we get a beer and then you need to use the bathroom again just to use their bathroom.
Beer, and then you go to the bathroom
it's
again.
this evil little thing.
It's a cycle.
Cycle.
Yeah, this is great though.
This is a cute town.
I'm just so glad the sun came out because I'd rather carry my jackets than be cold and wet.
Right.
And especially since I got this fresh haircut.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, you're very welcome.
The music on.
Now, another thing that you can do here, we're choosing not to do it because we've done something very similar when we were in Dublin, but they have it's called the Queenstown Story, and it's the immigration story. Like I said, we've done it before. It may be very interesting to go through. It's going to run you about $17 US to do it. And it is right when you get off of the ship. You can go explore that.
Okay, so I did talk Carrie into it. We are going to get a pint because it's too thirsty at an Irish pub on the ship.
Yes, we have an O'Malley's pub right here on the ship, and like I said, we have the drink package. It looks like I'm having like a hot chocolate. I'm not. I'm actually having an Irish coffee. We're trying to stay awake.
Irish coffees, I want to wash it down with a Guinness.
Guinness, yeah.
So I'm double fisted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, they had all this available on here. We have a great place. They have some music starting here in just a few minutes. And so we really enjoy this space. And it's kind of like we're back home and we get to just enjoy it now.
Yes, we had a great day. I would suggest getting up a little earlier,
Yes.
weather dependent, that's what held us back,
Yeah.
and going into Cork on the train. Takes an hour round trip. It's about $25, $30 a couple, correct?
Right.
And that'll just give you more to do. This was a fun day though. I did
was
enjoy the
great.
town.
Yeah.
Got a stellar haircut, which I really like. So it was a good day.
It was. I would say that one of the things I absolutely loved about Cobh was that it didn't feel like a tourist town. It didn't feel like it wasn't that where you had the touristy shops and stuff. You really just kind of felt like you were in a town that was very much lived in, and so we really enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was a good day.
Yeah.
I would do the Titanic thing. It was,
Yeah, it's a
it was
must.
very cool.
Yeah,
It's a
that's a
must. We're going to close this one out.
Yeah.
Iceland is our next stop.
We have a few days at sea,
Yeah,
so we
a few
get to
days at
rest
sea.
and get some work done.
Yes.
We've been shooting a lot of videos, so we're going to cheers it out.
Cheers.
All right. Cheers.